Hello everyone, welcome back to Bloq Marketing. Evie here. Today I'm going to cover 3 points: web design, email marketing, and Logic SoftCloud. So how do those 3 work together? So I'm going to dive in and I'm going to explain first the importance of each, and then we're going to somehow put them together so that it can make sense at the end of this video. So here we go. Web design. As you know, I already mentioned previously in other videos the importance of having a designed website where sections are designed in such a way that when a visitor visits, we want them to stay there, but also to convert, right? How do we, or better yet, consider your website. Look at your website right now. Does it first of all, does it look nice? That's the important question. Is it well designed? Does it have these elements that are complementing your logo? If so, then you are in a good path. But if not, we can help. Now, remember, a website's purpose is to bring in visitors, but once they're in there, we want them to stay there long enough for them to get their information, but also take action. And what is that action? Either they call, they book, or they continue navigating your website so they can learn more. So the way the website needs to be designed is in the following manner. If your website has sections, meaning as they scroll down, they have a section and it has let's say the headline, short copy, and the call to action with some images, but the images has to be high quality. Then that will convert, will attract more the visitor, and in turn they will convert into an opportunity. So consider always, again, if your website is lacking that aesthetic, you have to make sure that you have to take that action to either have the website revamped or have a complete website. Otherwise you're gonna lose opportunities, and duration is key in order to have conversions. And now we're going to talk about email marketing. How can you take advantage of the context that you've compiled through so many years? Well, first of all, if let's say you already have those contacts and you already offer this service, and I want to touch a little bit, with the contractor, the HVAC contractor, the plumber. You have this database, and let's say it's the season, right? We know that, for example, HVAC contractors are very busy during the summer. But what happens during the slow season? Use your contacts so that you can retarget that audience again, your previous customers who you served the previous year. Because we all know that during the summertime, those systems are used heavily. And when it comes to the slow seasons, they may or may not be used. I live in California, and I can tell you that it gets hot here, but when it gets cold, it gets cold. So it's always like this, right? And when it's in between, that's the best, but we don't really get that much. And when we do, we take advantage. But even if it's like that, we got so used to having some kind of system to keep us comfortable in our home. If it's, let's say the weather, it's 69 degrees. Well, some people like their rooms or their offices to be very cold, or some people like them warm so that they can be productive. So again, we know that having those contexts are very useful during the slow seasons because systems require maintenance. The same thing with plumbers, right? You always want to be there at the minds of your customers so that whenever an emergency happens, guess who they're going to call? You are. They're going to call you, and they're going to book an appointment, and in turn you're going to have busy, your staff is always going to be busy, your team is always going to be servicing or doing installations or whichever. So take advantage of your email marketing. That method is, even though it's old school, but it's still good. And that's one aspect of email marketing. We can touch other points on that or other methods, but I think being able to retarget your previous customers can continue to keep you busy. Finally, I want to cover the Logic SoftCloud. Previously I mentioned that I introduced it because we believe is a tool that can help you grow even more. Now, you know that I touch website and email marketing. Well, guess what? This application has that tool We can create landing pages so that you can send your traffic to those specific landing pages for whatever services you're offering. So let's say you're doing advertising. You always want your audience to go somewhere, right? So that they can learn and take action to become those customers. So the Logic SoftCloud allows us to do that. Not only can you use the tools such as email marketing or funnels, you can also create opportunities by having a pipeline with stages. I don't know right now what type of system you're using. You may be using ServiceTitan if you're a HVAC contractor or a plumber. But the one thing that I've noticed in our experience is that application is very complex. It's and not only that, it's very expensive. But of course, for those that are, first of all, are not tech savvy, I can tell you one thing. This system is very simple, and all you need, of course, is just going in there and try to get comfortable, right? Because like anything else, applications are always, intimidating, and so it's the normal thing. It's normal. Even us as people that work with technology, whenever a new application is introduced, man, it's overwhelming, especially for me, and I have to learn it. But once I learn it, it's easy afterwards. So the Logic SoftCloud helps you nurture your leads, and at the same time helps you remarket, your previous clients or new opportunities. Put it this way: it's like a store, and all of your leads are passing by the sidewalk, and they're looking at your store, right? And they're interested. If they're interested in the product or your services, they're going to either just stand there and just be curious about what you're offering, or they're gonna go in there. In this case, the platform is we consider messages as clients walking down the sidewalk, and they inquire, hey, how much is this? Or can you guys service my location, or do you guys service my location, or do this or do that? And so it is up to the salesperson or the CSR to convert that opportunity into a customer. So there you go: web design, email marketing, and Logic SoftCloud. All three combined, you become successful. Of course, we like to make sure that you understand this. If you have issues with whatever you currently have, give us a comment and tell us, hey, Evie, I have a website, but man, it just doesn't look good. I don't know. I mean, can you help me? Of course. Or you can tell me, hey, Evie, you know what? I want to retarget my contacts. The templates I've been using, they're not attractive. Can you help me with some cool designs? Oh, absolutely, we can. And we can also help you again with the Logic SoftCloud if you're interested in nurturing your leads. So there you go. I hope this information helps you. And if you're struggling right now with all this, if you have different applications and want to narrow it down, the Logic SoftCloud is the app for you. So subscribe and give us a like if you feel that this information was worth it and if it helped you, right? And if you have any comments, feel free. Let us know if you have any issues, any ideas that you want to develop but don't know how. We're here for that.